Welcome back to Satisfactory. I'm so glad you're here. All right, so I've cleaned out a little strip here for our building of our Rotor Factory. So we've got room to make it happen, though obviously we need to put in some wiring for some hover capability. But first, let's just get our miner in place. We know we want this miner to be kind of in here. We're going to be building along this line. I think something like this. All right. And then we know we're going to have to go up a bit and around to have the space that we want to construct this thing. Something like this. See if that includes 4 for the blueprint, and then 1 more for kind of like an area to walk on. I'll just take that down. Within this confines, we're in the build at this point. Let's give ourselves a little leeway on power. Okay. That's 2, 12. 22, 32. Well, we'll fit what we can fit, and then we'll overclock the rest, I suppose. "32 foundations is pretty good, though. And maybe we don't use all of this, right? I mean, we don't have to use all of it. All right. I built this little connecting piece. Makes building with blueprints just a little bit easier when you build with nothing but blueprints. So we're just gonna... We're obviously need to give ourselves some hover room here. All right. Of course, the other option, I could go higher up. Let's do that. Let's go out here and let's go a little higher up. Say 2 4 foundations higher. Oh, yeah. That's more like it. That'll allow us to build however much we want. Now this is a foundation and a half. Oh, all right. I'm going to have to really build myself some power infrastructure here if I'm going to get this done in a reasonable manner. It's temporary. Okay. Now, back to what I was saying. We have this little connective piece here. It's probably the least impressive blueprint ever, but it does make building things a lot easier. Let's just zoop this with the 1 meter foundation. Okay, that's a familiar shape to the blueprint that we just made. If I connect that to click to blueprints. Let's connect one more of these. The original plan was to have 2 of these edge pieces, and then we'll just give ourselves a little bit more of a skirt there. Let's get back to our normal toolbar. Then we'll jump over and line up the ore. Down at this level, you're talking like double subsurface service layer. I suppose we could wall this. Put a nice little door on it. And give ourselves a double wall outlet. Juice this up to max belt speed, which is 780. All right, the beginnings have begun. Then within the confines of this service layer, we can more easily feed our constructions. Just for you, I'm making this a perfect 90. And then if I can fit it, if I can't fit it, I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, it's got to have other issues. It will fit, but not at that angle. Me and my directions. All right, so that's ore in, and then that's ingots out. Those ingots come out and drop down, down, down. They drop down and go in here. Both of these products go down the line. Then on the third one, they'll reconnect. So let's build a couple more of these. I think I'm actually going to like this a lot more than I had planned. Also, we're building by sunset, so that's even better. All right, we should be able to chunk these out pretty quickly. I think I was at in toolbar 6. think only one side will line up visually. Oh, we know we need to grab some concrete. We've got our construction materials stored right here. It's just a matter of remembering which one we put the concrete in. And grab a few extra wires and cables. And we probably should have ammo on us at all times. There we go. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. So inside here, we have 3 of these. Yeah, we're gonna have to get this place powered. I suppose we know we're gonna go at least to that height, right? On these 2, we're gonna go all the way. Double wall outlet. Drop that right there. Oh, that's really nice. One power connection fires up the whole thing. Boy, I really made a really nice blueprint here. Wonder if I have the materials. Oh, I'm missing some AI limiters. Let me grab some of those AI limiters. I'll put the light switch in. We'll put this light control panel in. Let's not nuzzle it too close. Night mode and red. We only put floodlights on one side, which I think is fine. Yeah, we've got to get the power situated throughout. Hello? Oh. That one's already connected internally. I see. It's coming back to me now. That wall is all for machines, and this wall is all for lighting. So I can just connect this to this. And this to this. And with a quick double back, get rid of that bug. Okay, now we can fly throughout. Let's just go down the line here and connect everybody. And then on our third one, we need to put in a service layer. Since we're dealing with screws, we know that they're gonna be huge on the belt. So we're gonna need some vertical service layers to let all this connect. Okay, so inside of here, we've got this ore output that doesn't seem to be supplying any ore. What's going on? Oh. On this top layer, we also need to connect our smelters. And that's sending additional iron ore down the line. Downstairs. And into our machines. And as they build, their good stuff output, screws on this side and iron rods on this side, need to get sent upstairs without obstructing our final output. We'll take care of that when we're ready. So it's just a question of how we want to make use of this service layer here. So that is off by 1 pixel. We can lower that by 1. Yes. You know what? If I turn that just a little bit, it'll be a little better. Won't be great, but it'll be a little better. Yeah, like that. That almost looks like I did it on purpose. So now on this side, we're making bacon up here. I feel like we have a screenshot potential in here somewhere. If I can stop, well, not yet. Not quite ready yet. So that section of it is done. And then it's just rinse and repeat at this point. Except I'm going to give myself a little bit more hover space. And I want to double check on these guys to make sure. Yeah, okay. Like I thought, we need 6 more of these. Let's go back to our toolbar. Here we go. Maybe we can do it on foot. Did give ourselves a little walkway after all. Let's connect our smelters. Then we'll connect our smelters to each other and to the ore. just kind of run down the line here and check on things. Right, so now the ore gets connected. And we keep on shipping it down. Of course, now we don't have a ground. Yeah, these new machines are just going to have to kind of wait until this super manifold fills up. It's the only disadvantage to this build out, is that it is manifold based, but eventually, just like these early machines are full of iron ingots, the latest ones will get filled with iron ingots as well. So right now, I'm just going to trust the math. I think we're in a good spot. So we've connected these guys. Just have to fill in any gaps. Kind of liking the scaffolding that we can actually use to build stuff. Let's go ahead and put a floor in on this. While we wait for our manifold to fill, we can do some of these minor tasks, like having an actual floor. This bug actually makes this part easier in some ways, harder in others. All right. I think we're there, and last time we just did one of these and one of these. And we put in one of these and one of these. We dropped this in, turned it. Put you in one level above it. Oh yeah. We need to connect all these together. Huh. That was an airball. Now see, that's a way to cheat and get a screenshot. Like, that looks like a ton of rotors, right? Then over here, we'll drop you straight down. Uh-oh, I may have made a mistake. I think I lined it up to the wrong thing. So this blueprint is minorly in error. It's a minor error. This stack of splitters should have matched these mergers. They're off by just one, like that. So it's hard to see it on that side, but up here, down here, if it doesn't line up, it's going to be difficult to even belt it. And then we'll go into here like this. Send you up. We'll turn you around. And we'll connect you. Is that inside? Yeah, it has to be. Let's go back to our temporary toolbar here and build our surface layer piece. Now, we might have doomed ourselves here. Oh, nope, we're okay. We are okay. We just need to get it turned around and clicked in. That's a lot of machines. All right, so that was our second one. We need one more like that. We should be getting good at this by now. And we fall off the platform. Let's say we need one more of these for 3. And then probably 2 more for balance. Build this guy. I think, based on what happened last time, if we just connect our smelters up to power, most of the factory will come online. And then we'll just have to go back and belt it. And we can delete this one. Now, theoretically, this should be... If I were looking at from an efficiency standpoint, I should have built 8.33 of these. Instead, I built 9. So the last set is going to be underutilized, we'll say. Oh, did I forget to connect? I think I connected the input belts, but not the output belts. Look at that. We're having a little bit of hesitation because we don't have sufficient processing. So let's get down there and hook up the processors. I'm actually quite pleased with how this is coming out. Is that really it? Oh, glad we checked on this. We just have to connect the copies of the blueprints up. The green lights are getting closer. It's just going to take a while. Sometimes I just have the world's kind of like interesting luck. The game helps me when I don't want it and doesn't when I do, which means, you know, you can't half and half that. All right, let's see here. 4 per minute. So if we can handle 30 per minute, we can handle 4 per minute. So there's no worry about having to pick up rotors early or doing anything like that. We can collect all these rotors at the very end at once. No problems, no issues. So the ore goes from the sub-basement up to the roof, gets processed into ingots all the way down, gets shipped all the way back, gets sent into a perfectly balanced collection of machines for rods and screws, which get shipped down. And then once the amount of screws on the belt would exceed the limit of the belt speed, both sides get pulled up and then rotors get made. Said rotors then get shipped down the line, and that process is repeated 8.3333 times, or in this case, 9 times. One pure iron node is sufficient to support all of this. And now all we have to do, maybe we'll do a little, oh, I'm short on steel beams. I should, maybe this is a lesson for us all here a little bit. Somehow I've changed my toolbar. What do I normally have as 1? What do I normally have as 1? Sorry, I accidentally hit escape there. You know, it's been there so long that I can't remember. I might have to literally go back and watch the video. Let's see. Let's see if we can see it and figure it out. Huh. I don't know. Anyway, we're here for some steel beams. There we go. One hit of glorious storage. And we're making rotors like crazy. And that's a perfectly no-clip factory as well. That's the really cool part about it. No massive clipping or oddities. Just simple, straightforward, quick to build as well. All right, what do we got? What do we got? So those rotors are gonna build up, and we're just gonna peek out like this. If I want to make this a passive shipper, then I might want to put that in the name that we're not going to have batteries. Put you right on the corner, which is my custom. Then we'll input batteries. Rotors. Passive shipper. No batteries. So we'll just say no B. You can't connect drones to 2 ports without batteries. Then we'll just whip you right in there. Yeah, see these machines near the end here they're getting ore and everything. I'm gonna rob them though. Let these ones at the end, at least for a little while anyway, have ore to deal with. Yep, so ore comes in from the downstairs, gets manifolded, gets reprocessed. Luckily, the smelter recipes perfectly balanced, 30 in, 30 out. So one belt supports all these smelters, inputs and outputs perfectly. And then we just go down this lovely, it's almost like an infinity line of machines. But they're all working because they're all green. I'm sure we'll get to a point where some of them are yellow. Let's just make sure they're connected. Well, they're hitting percentages, so they're getting stuff. It's just going to take a while for the manifold to fill up. And then that goes up, and that goes up. And then we could check these the same way. These are already proven to be working, though. We'll fly on this side. We'll check the output belt and the fact that they're green at the same time. All right, that's it. We'll do a little bit of decoration and then we'll call it because we're done. The facade is all set. And then we've got 2 end pieces for balance. Let me just do the same thing on this side. All right. Nothing fancy required. And there you go. The backside's already part of the blueprint, so that already looks amazing. The front, the sides are completed. The only thing that we have left to do, and this is just to sort of cover that bug, so we'll go down here and flip the switch on our light control panel. And then we can just confirm that all the lights are working, and they are. What color are rotors? I think they might be red. But maybe they're 70% red. Nighttime mode, because we have to save power. All right. Off camera, I'll finish up this base, put together this massive block. I might put some windows in there, soften it up a little bit. But that's done. Amazing Rotor Factory. I don't even know how many we're making per minute. I'll have to do a calculation on that. Though I guess I could probably figure it out. it's something like... Uh-oh, we're bugged. It's something like 4 times 3 times 8.33. Yeah, 100 rotors per minute. That doesn't sound like very many, but that's what it is. Because we built... Well, it's actually not even that many. It's closer to 4 times 2 times 8.33. Closer to 66 rotors per minute. So if you wanted to, you could build this multiple times, or you could find yourself a longer factory space. But when I look at how many we're going to need, we're not going to need too much more than what we've built here. But there you go. If nothing else, it's a great use of a single blueprint that takes you from raw ore to ingots to rods and screws to rotors in one shot. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.